I recently renewed my membership to GrowthDay after a year because I really think it has helped me improve so many different areas of my life, personal and business.
Happy Wednesday, Striver. It's midweek. Let's go with the Daily Fire. It's Brendan Burchard, founder of GrowthDay.
When I joined, I was going through a lot of stress. And I had a feeling that my stress levels were not going to change anytime soon, but I know I needed to change the way I managed my stress. I'm a full-time content creator, solopreneur, and I was saying I'm so overwhelmed, like all the time. And I felt like I didn't have any time. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Now, the arena of self-help, self-growth wasn't really something I thought about. You know, if I read books, they were fiction. If I read something online, it was current events. I vaguely knew about Brendan Burchard because what content creator doesn't, but I didn't follow him. And I just happened to click on an email that said, price is going up tomorrow, and it was this annual membership to his new app that he'd launched during the pandemic. And the annual membership was ridiculous. It was like $37.99 a year. And I think now maybe it's $50. So I thought, what the hey, I will give this a try. I've never done anything like it. And I think the thing I love about it most is Brendan Burchard records a daily pep talk. He calls it his Daily Fire. It's an audio. It's right in the app. And I listen to it first thing every day. And in the Daily Fire, he usually has a theme for the day. Often it's something like productivity or your mindset or your goal setting, or it can be any number of things. And his pep talk doesn't just pump you up, it also gives you tools and suggestions for how to get better at those things. And as his tagline says, how to make every day a growth day. But some of the unexpected benefits for me were also just how I approach work. So I guess this would be my 1-year review of GrowthDay. And there are a ton of benefits I've noticed, but I want to specifically single out 5 areas that have really improved for me in my daily workday on this channel and my other YouTube channels, and also just one major area where it has really helped me improve things personally. The first area that it really helped me, and I didn't expect this, I wasn't planning on it, but it really helped me with productivity and organization. Each day I felt like I was drowning in a to-do list a mile long, and I never seemed to get very much done. I was overwhelmed. But Brendan is a big believer in scheduling, and he talks about it a lot in his Daily Fire. So it's not just to-do lists, it's getting the time on your calendar. And it's so simple, right? But I hadn't really thought of things that way. So it's still a work in progress, but I'm really conscious now. If I have a to-do, I gotta think about what priority it is and where it fits into my schedule. And it's helping me to GTD, baby. Get things done. And a clear line, a direct benefit on this channel is that I actually started scheduling the days of the week when I would make the videos, when they would get edited, and when they would get posted. Crazy, right? Not rocket science, but somehow the stuff Brendan says about it just really clicked for me. Now, another thing that you might think is kind of a basic, but this was a watershed moment for me. I stopped checking my email all day long. One of Brendan's favorite topics is people's addiction to social media. And I always thought, well, that's not me. You know, I don't spend too much time scrolling on Instagram or TikTok. But then I realized I was always on call to my email. I didn't exactly have notifications pinging on my desktop or my phone, anything like that, but I was always in there checking it. And worse, I would check it first thing in the morning at the beginning of my workday. And then I would spend hours wondering why I was feeling like I was getting nothing done because I was responding to people and dealing with their agendas. Once you open one email, that can be a lot of energy. I mean, even just going into my inbox and trying to screen, which subject heading is more important? Which one do I not have to pay attention to? Which one is just a newsletter I should have unsubscribed to ages ago? Simply putting my email in the calendar, assigning a time limit to it has changed things enormously for me. I prioritize the things I want to get done first. I mean, yeah, obviously sometimes that might be connected to email, but if I need to take action in my workday, I will take action first before getting into the email and writing and responding and bogging myself down. And I started to realize that, yeah, I am kind of addicted. When I first started doing this, I just have this urge to check my email, and I really had to fight it. That's a sign. And then when you have multiple email accounts, well, it's just a downhill slide to not getting anything done. Another work benefit for me from GrowthDay has really been clarity and goal setting. I mean, sure, I've set goals on New Year's Day. I even write them down, and then I never look at them ever again. Another recurring theme in the daily fires that Brendan gives is you got to review your goals every day. They got to be top of mind. And my work goals, they were not top of mind. I was not prioritizing them. The day would slide away because I'd be doing this and that first, and I wasn't doing my top priority items first. By the time the end of the day came, which for me was often quite late, 7, 8, 10 o'clock at night, well, I just didn't have any energy left over for this channel, for example. If you have clarity, you can stay on track. If you write down your goals and then review them every day, you will be reminded to stay on track. I have my daily plans for this channel. I have my daily plans for my other channels, but also my long-term goals as well. And of course, an important part of goal setting is planning out when you're going to take the action and how long it's going to take. It's all connected, these three. Goal setting and productivity and dealing with email. They are separate skills that I've been honing this year, but at the same time, they are all connected for me and my business. Habit tracking is another benefit. It's something I never used to do, and I started it because of GrowthDay. Now, GrowthDay has a whole bunch of other stuff going on in the app besides the daily fire. The daily fire is kind of what speaks to me, literally, the most. Inside, there's ways to track your habits and set your goals, and getting into the app, realizing this was the first digital planner I'd ever really had, and then just seeing those things in action, trying them out for myself, it actually set off a bunch of dominoes for me, and I got really into productivity with Notion. I found a habit tracking app called Habitty. It's free. I'll link it below. If I hadn't started with GrowthDay, I just don't know if I would have noticed these things. Anyhow, back to the habit tracking. I knew I wanted to create so many new daily habits. How the heck was I going to remember to do them all if I wasn't tracking them? And how would I know if I was doing them every day? The me before listening to GrowthDay, I would think that I wanted to start a new habit, doing 20 push-ups a day. But then, would I keep up with it? No, because it wasn't staring me in the face on my habit tracker. Now, thanks to GrowthDay, I'm also one of those people who keeps a gratitude diary, positive mindset. GrowthDay has really affected my mindset for the positive. Until I started using the app every day, I didn't really realize how your outlook in life is like a muscle. If you keep thinking the same negative thought, that is creating a major pathway in your brain. It's a rut, and it's really hard to get out of. But if you create a positive thought in your brain and you are diligent, you work out that positive muscle every day, well, guess what? That is also going to create a pathway in your brain. And a gratitude diary, I just scribble down 3 things every night really quickly. I do not worry about my penmanship. And I don't use the GrowthDay app for this because I just want to use pen and paper. I don't use a specific notebook or anything, but it's right by my bed, and it's the last thing I do at night. I write 3 things that I am thankful for during the day. I've been doing this for a year now. I don't know if I would have thought to do it before getting the GrowthDay app, and it has made a big difference in my mindset. And a positive mindset has really helped me with my work. There is a negative in this statement, but it's in a positive way. I have simply decided I don't do overwhelm. I've got my list of things to do. I prioritize my top goals and my most important tasks. They get done first. They get scheduled first, and I'm confident that I'm making the right decisions. Things that need to get done, they'll get done. I do feel like some people probably think I'm not getting back to them as fast as I could on the old email, but that just tells me I need to expand my team. I need help with the emails so that I can focus on the bigger picture. Growth Day has just kind of been this launch pad, creating an awareness for me of things that I didn't even know existed. And like I said, I really think they've helped my daily life on the job. And they've all really made a difference to my daily workflow and my outlook to work and my productivity. There's also been a lot of personal benefits, and I'll just tell you one here because I think it's really important for everyone. I remember sometime I heard Brendan say, have you ever just thought about making a goal for your health? Like just saying, this is going to be the best health year of my life. When I heard him say that, I thought, no, I haven't. I have never said that. And actually, that's a pretty good one. I always thought I was pretty healthy, pretty fit, do a lot of yoga. But when I really started looking into it, I realized I just didn't know that much about nutrition. I was basically on the pasta and wine lifestyle. I had a lot of things going on health-wise that I hadn't really been paying attention to. And not only that, I hadn't been seeking second opinions on, and I really hadn't been educating myself on. So from Brendan and Growth Day, this past year for me has also been a deep dive into personal health. I mean, I really changed the way I ate. I cut back on the drinking. I cut out a lot of sugar and carbs and added in a lot of fiber. And the difference in my mental clarity has been pretty amazing. Like brain fog, almost gone. Energy levels up hugely. And then just researching things like, hey, did you know vitamin D can actually improve your mood? So many things I didn't know. So many improvements, but also just dealing with some things. When I had a doctor blow me off and really ignore some major signs, I did a lot of research on my own. I took responsibility for my health. And then I also recognized, hey, I still need to get some basic tests here. So public service announcement, if you think something weird is going on when it comes to your digestion and your bowel movements, and your doctor says you don't need a colonoscopy, and then you go back a second time and they still say that, be an advocate for your own health. First of all, learn what a colonoscopy is, because I didn't, and don't be afraid to ask for it. Colon cancer is actually a pretty common cancer, and it can be caught really early with the proper testing. Anyhow, I'll just take my public service announcement hat off and get back to the Growth Day review. I just want to say it really got me thinking about my health on a daily basis and what I could be doing for myself for free to be making it better, and then what I could be doing advocating for my doctors and going out and seeking second opinions. And it all came from setting this one goal thanks to a whisper in my ear from Brendan. So thanks, Brendan. I've been thinking about this goal all year to make this year the best health year ever. That's my review. I've been loving Growth Day so much that I renewed it. I even gave it to a friend and she loves it too. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.